everyone. Welcome to the Dice Tower. I'm Wendy Yi.
I am Chris Yi.
And good morning. I'm Eric Summerer.
Hello, Eric. We're so glad to have you here today with us.
Eric,
I'm
good to see
happy
you
to be
back
here.
in our country. Not
Yes.
that delightful Germany with all of its wonderful baked goods and its doner kebab and its huge board game conventions that I'm going to miss for a whole year now.
And
Welcome
vending
back.
machine calzones.
Oh, I saw that clip.
I'm so glad you did that for us, Eric.
My children are delighted to watch that clip over and over and over. It's day 4 of the Essen vlog, if you haven't seen it. I was hungry, okay? And the bakeries were closed, and I wasn't willing to wait, and so I bought a ill-advised vending machine breakfast.
I mean, at least you weren't looking at the pigeon to eat that. I mean, that's all on Andrew.
That part was Andrew, yes. Yes, if you'd like to see Eric's adventures with the Bi-Fi roll, we are assuming that it's pronounced like Wi-Fi, as it's spelled quite similarly to it.
You didn't get food
Yes.
poisoning, though, right? All was well?
No, I'm quite healthy and eating better
good.
than I was then. So
And it was a higher protein snack than like any other option, so success.
at the time, about 30 minutes later, there was plenty of food, and I was too full to eat it. So yeah.
Oh, that's extra sad, actually.
Well, we are excited to kick off our first board game breakfast now that we are back. And one of the things that we're excited to do is to shout out to some of our GameFound backers from this last year as we're kind of getting warmed up and ready for the early next year. We'll be, running a GameFound again. But one Eric Summerer, the voice of the Dice Tower, has got a couple of shout outs to do. Here we go.
Absolutely. Well, Marcine wants to begin by shouting out all of the Dice Tower crew for countless hours of entertainment over the years. We also have a shout out for Thomas Lederer, also Matteo and his wife Miriam. We also have Natalie, who wants to shout out Malta, Steph, and Nat the Brat from Berlin. Nat the Brat. Now, did you give yourself that nickname, or did others give it to you? That's what I want to know.
Oh, that's definitely not one you give yourself.
If it's
Not
from
the Brat?
Berlin, I think it's actually not the Brat.
Not the Brat. No, that's Bern das Brot. Andreas would like to shout out both Andreas and Ann Britt. Also, we want to shout out Brenton Rigdon from Adelaide, Australia. Duma and Bongle O'Neill. That's another name. I want to know if you gave that to yourself or if that was given to you.
Bongle O'Neill.
Siger Yon would like to shout out Sarah Motti. Monica Elida Forcell. And last but not least, Channing Jones. Big shout out. Thank you for supporting the Dice Tower.
I didn't realize we had Channing Tatum supporting the Dice Tower. That's exciting.
Right. This Channing Jones fella. We know who you are.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Channing. We appreciate it.
We also want to give a shout out to Grip Mats, and I think Chris, our good sir here, is going to do that.
All right, well, here you go. Our sponsor, GripMat. This show is sponsored by GripMat, who makes custom play mats for many of your favorite games. With their custom grip surface, you can keep cards and tiles in place without worrying about messing up the gameplay. Or you can get one without the grip surface if you just want a great-looking mat. Whether sprucing up a hot new title or an old classic, consider picking up a grip mat in the Etsy link below. All right, well, we're here with our eye catchers. So what has catched a bullet? My daddy catched a bullet with his bare hand. That's a shout out. That's a shout out to Rush Hour, everybody. The best buddy cop movie to come out of the 1990s. Eric, agree or disagree?
Absolutely.
I never saw it.
Well, you've never seen Rush Hour?
No.
I know what we're gonna do tonight. Hey, Ferb. I know what we're doing today.
Now that's a reference I got.
Oh my gosh, Phineas and Ferb has made such a comeback. All the kids love it.
There was a Phineas and Ferb card game at Essen. I almost grabbed it. Chris, did you get that one?
I didn't.
Was it a triangle-shaped box?
Oh,
like Phineas's head?
That'd be interesting. Yeah, just a big triangle, and they have a big edition that looks like an F.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that. That's terrible.
I think it was in season 3 of I think this is like season 3 of the show where they finally make reference to the fact that Dr. Doofenshmirtz's Evil Incorporated building is vaguely shaped in the same shape as the head of Ferb. And I remember that blew my mind.
I mean, you only have to draw one outline, right?
Yeah.
You just fill in the differences.
Lazy Disney
Yeah.
animators reusing their own work.
Right.
Saves money.
Yeah. It's not like you can just copy and paste in digital stuff.
Yeah.
So Phineas and Ferb is our eye catcher? Is that what?
No, I
Clearly.
don't know what
What's
happened
happening?
here. We went on a journey, and now I see the chat talking about the band Rush. And yes, they're going on a reunion tour, and they have a replacement drummer, or like a new drummer, Annika Niels, that I've been watching a lot of videos about, and she's fantastic, and I'm really excited. I don't know, I'm going to maybe try to go see Rush
Are you
live.
going to rush on over there?
I might.
Ah!
I might do that. Despite the play on words and everything, I might. Anyway, that's not my eye catcher.
All right, Chris,
but I
what
saw
is your
that.
eye catcher?
Fine,
we are
I'll do my eye-
waiting. We're sitting on the edge of our seats.
Now I would like to discuss the plot of Rush Hour 2. So the eye catcher that I have today is a newly announced game here, revealed for the first time ever to the world yesterday and only yesterday. This is the new Garfield game here. This is Spirited.
It looks nothing like a Garfield game.
It really doesn't. So there's
Wow.
a live stream announcing it with Sam, Shem, and Zach, who are the 3 co-designers. Oh, I realize you can't really see Zach. He's down there. Hey, it's Zach. Sorry to cover up your face, guys. Anyway, so this is a new card-driven game that honestly kind of gives me vibes, as the kids say, of a game kind of like Imperial Settlers type of a thing. There's 12 different factions representing different parts of like historical factions, different nations. You mix 7 of them into a deck, and then you do this like engine building, tableau building game. It looks, I'm going to sneeze.
It looks like a sneeze, my friends.
It looks like a sneeze. Take that, the Micho illustration. No, this.
He didn't do this one, right? Or did he?
There's 3 illustrators on the box. The Micho is one of them. So I'm guessing that maybe they divvied up the different nations, the different factions. Let's see. Yeah, so Shem, Sam McDonald, Zach Smith are the 3 designers. We've got Patry Balanovsky, Mihailo Dmitrievsky, the Micho, and Sam Phillips, so the 3 illustrators on it. So anyway, yeah, they were just showing off some of the stuff about this game in a live stream that they did. And I really like the way that Garfield Games does these live stream announcements and stuff of their games. They're very interesting to watch. And like I said, I totally get these vibes of like, I don't think the gameplay would be like Imperial Settlers, but I like what's going on here. And it's interesting to see Garfield going a slightly different direction, like artistically, gameplay style-wise even.
Weight-wise, I assume it looks lighter than a lot of their recent games.
Yes, yeah, I've read through the rules and it sounds a lot more approachable. So yeah, I'm excited to check this one out here. This is called Spirited. Yeah, so that's the information.
Nice.
Coming to Board Game Arena this month.
Oh,
Oh.
And then hitting Kickstarter January of next year. So I like when companies do this, make the game playable online,
So
especially
you know
on.
if you want to buy it.
Yeah. So
I
try
like
before
it.
you buy.
Yeah, that's great.
there you go. So that's my eye catcher there, Spirited from Garfield Games.
All right, my eye catcher is actually brought to you by a fan. So this is IR Children of the Sun. So I was making my Essen list. I had posted that up, and someone in the comments had mentioned this game that I completely had kind of skipped over and didn't really pay attention to. But it is, so it's by Osprey, and it is a Lupiano and a Fernandez Grandin. That's the word you say it. Design. But this is an efficiency puzzle, so it's all about, doing everything in the right order in the right way, and there is quite a bit of interaction, it sounds like. But the theme and the story behind it is that the sun god and the moon god had 2 babies, and those babies are the IR. And the IR, their job is to help new civilizations gain technology and grow and progress and become awesomeness. And so they're, I guess, assisting us as we are the leaders of our clans and the kings and whatever as we build our clans and try to be as efficient at building them as possible. So there's lots of tracks and lots of Euro mechanisms that I'm excited about.
And dials, sundials.
Oh, those are creepy eyes.
I like
It's a
that.
weird place to put the numbers.
You got the
on
score
them.
just staring you in the face.
Yes.
At the end of
I'm
the game,
losing.
you only got 24 points. Into the pit.
Okay, we were just watching the, what was it? The How...
Discontinued?
Oh, Discontinued, yeah. Things that have been discontinued. It's a show on
Tubi?
Tubi? Yes.
Or not.
I was like on a
Tubi.
streaming thing. Yes. Anyways, we were watching Legends of the Hidden Temple, that old Nickelodeon show. And that made me think of that.
Yep.
That was great. I love that
Have you seen
show
Legends of the
so
Hidden
much.
Temple, the movie?
No.
It was something they did, I don't know, I want to say 5 or 10 years ago. And they got Kurt Fogg to be in it, and there's all sorts of amazing references. It's a pretty dumb movie, but if you watch the old game show, it's got some fun stuff in there. Like they can't assemble the monkey idol. They can't do it.
No one can do it. It's impossible. No, what I learned from, that was an educational show for me because I always thought that the phrase was open sesame. And on that show, they had the panels and the kids had to like figure out what the correct thing to say to open the door was. And it said, open says me. And it blew my mind as a kid. And I was like, I just learned something.
You just thought sesame seeds had like inherent magical power to gate opening?
Yes. See, Nickelodeon.
I think both are correct. Open sesame is actually the phrase.
No.
It just comes from sesame.
Says me.
Well, the other thing I learned was that sometimes those kids on Legends of the Hidden Temple were like in that recording studio for like 12 hours on end. So no wonder they couldn't put together the monkey by the time they're like, labor laws prohibit this. Let me go. Anyway.
I liked how the middle challenge of that game was just listening comprehension. I'm going to tell you a story and then ask you questions about it. Were you listening? And most of them weren't.
Not after 12 hours. No. Well, then they have the random dude that just comes out and steals children. Like,
oh,
you're
yeah.
now-
Temple
you're now
Guardians.
stolen
That's
away.
terrifying.
Yes.
You're stuck in a box and you're just like kidnapped.
Where did they go? Like, really?
Those kids
They never came back.
Yeah, no.
Agreed, Eric.
They were
Agreed.
shrunken heads. That's what they were. All right, Eric, what's your eye catcher?
Well, I think this is a no-brainer. I think it's obvious that this would be of interest to me. It's a game called Mystic Curling Club. This is coming from Osmati Games. It's on Kickstarter now. I had a chance to play this at, where was it, Gen Con. They had a demo set up. It is a flicking game, dexterity game using D20s. And you are, actually, those are 12s. D12s. And you're flicking them toward the house, and it uses a lot of tabletop curling games. You have to do some very precise measuring to see which one is closest. This uses the values on the dice to determine which one is closest. I think lowest number is going to be the closest if you're in the same zone as other dice. And then there are magical powers. You have certain powers that can be locked into the first few stones you throw, and then another one that can be locked into the last few stones you throw, and you can churn those powers and activate them and cause cool things to happen. It is a tabletop curling game with magic and cute characters and illustrations, and I'm in. I backed this one for sure, and I'm looking forward to doing some flicking.
You're a flicker. You're not a roller.
Or glider,
I think I would
glider?
flick in this one. In fact, I might even attempt to slide in order to be thematic in this. I like that as part of the campaign, they're actually live streaming Chris Seslick's actual curling matches. They set up a live stream camera in his curling club, so you can watch actual curling, non-magical, watch some real curling as part of this campaign, and maybe draw in some new curlers. Who knows?
Well, there you go. Okay. Well, we can all learn something. Open sesame and avoid curling at all costs, I think is what Eric is promoting here.
Unless you're curling your
No.
hair, then that's okay.
Okay.
Try it out. It's fun. In fact, a lot of places this time of year are doing like open houses, and you can try curling for the first time. So I'm sure there's lots of curling clubs in southern Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Eric, no joke, I would absolutely go with you to one of these if there was one with reasonable proximity to anywhere that I ever lived, because I would venture to say that Vegas and Florida both have a dearth of curling opportunities.
I already don't use a broom at home, so...
When he's out there with a vacuum.
When you come up and visit me eventually, I will take you to a curling club.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Good.
Sounds good.
Deal.
Never going up that north. Not when it's cold. I'm out.
All right, there you go. So, folks, that is our eye catch of the week. We're going to jump to some contributors here, and then we'll be back with our top 10 list.
Happy breakfast, everyone. Today I'm here to show you this rather cute looking game of Tenby, where you are building out the streets of this Welsh seaside town. Throughout the 10 rounds of the game, you're going to be using a King Domino-like turn order selection to then give you the actions that you're doing. Those actions can be taking various types of cards from the market, terraces, piers, and point-scoring landmarks. You're going to be slowly adding them to a street or streets, because you can have multiple, and every single card has a scoring objective on it. This might sound like, whoa, that's going to be a lot, and well, by the end of the game you probably will have at least 20 cards out in front of you, but most of them are only looking at the cards to the left and right of them. Do the cards on the left and the right have any seagulls on them? Do they have any benches? Do the houses have any flower boxes? Are they businesses that all have punny names? Well, you are building out your street and scoring for every single thing. It's a really satisfying game to build out your streets, see that, yeah, I'm going to be scoring for those cards. And there's little turns where you have these life ring tokens that you can discard for additional cards from the market, so you get bigger turns. It looks really, well, pretty stunning on the table with a simplistic but very eye-catching art style. I really like the turn order and action selection element of it, and I really do like those streets building out. The only issue I have encountered is that, well, the streets do go quite wide, and sometimes you can run out of table space and have to sort of squidge bits of your street together. But I have very much enjoyed my plays of Tenby. Of course, let us know in the comments section below if you've had the opportunity to play it and what did you think, because it has been at some conventions, including the most recent UK Games Expo, so let us know in the comments section below, and enjoy the rest of your breakfast.
Hi, this is Rich Saunders from Co-op Gestalt, a place to talk about cooperative games, cooperative game mechanisms, and sometimes solo games. Today we're going to talk about something a little different. We're going to talk about Punch-Out skeletons. These are the cardboard leftovers after you punch out all your games pieces. These are the ones left over from a game called Star Trek The Captain's Chair, which Tom reviewed and gave it a great review. I recently got this going and punched it all out, and I realized I normally keep all my Punch-Out skeletons to my own detriment. In this particular case, they don't really fit back into the box very well. Now, I like to keep Punch-Out skeletons because it makes me feel like a completionist. I can always put the game back in its pristine state. But in this case, it doesn't make sense. So, in a big moment for me today, I'm actually going to throw away my Punch-Out skeletons for Star Trek Captain's Chair. And for me, this is a big moment because I typically try to keep everything I can. But it's okay for this game because it really doesn't make sense to keep them. They just don't fit back in the box very well. However, having said that, I do believe there are some places where it makes sense to keep your Punch-Out skeletons. For example, in the cooperative game Battle for Greyport, this is a cooperative deck builder in the Red Dragon Inn universe, I actually use the Punch-Out skeletons to keep the rulebook flat. If you didn't use these Punch-Out skeletons for that, the rulebook would tend to bend because this is not really a flat surface inside the box. So that's one reason. Use the Punch-Out skeletons to keep your rulebook flat. A second reason is to keep everything stable inside the box. So, for example, for Deep Rock Galactic, this is a huge game which barely fits in the box. I use the Punch-Out skeletons to put the large terrain pieces back in the box. It's just, without the way this game came is with all the Punch-Outs at the top, and if you put the large terrain pieces back in the top, it actually fits together stably and snugly and securely in the box. So it takes a little bit of work when you're done putting the game back together, but it does have the advantage of keeping the game stable and snug back in the box when you put it together. So, are there any other reasons to keep Punch-Out skeletons, or do you just always get rid of all yours? Let me know in the comments below. That's it for me today for Co-op Gestalt. Have a great day. Whew. You know, no one's watching. I can get these back and no one will care, right?
All right, welcome to the top 10.
We're going to just ignore
Oh.
Rich's whole segment there.
Yes, 100%.
Rich, you monster.
You got to put the things underneath the insert. That's the whole point. And then it lifts the box so you don't have to
Hey,
pull
Chris, mute your phone.
Ooh. I'll mute my phone.
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah, sorry.
Anyways, on to the top 10. Or did you also have a comment on that, Eric?
No, other than shuddering.
No, that's wild. The wildest part is punching the map tiles of Deep Rock Galactic back in so they store night. Because I agreed to a degree that, like, when you have a whole stack of map tiles and they're all
They
just
just
like
all go
wibbly
over the
wobbly.
place.
Yeah.
But that's not the solution.
That's not what I am going to do.
No.
Rich, you are a monster.
No. Oh, so sad.
I'm so sorry. I
It's
could not let that pass.
No, it's fine. It's fine. All right, on to the top 10. So, the top 10 topic today is going to be top 10 games named after cities. And your job here in the chat is to put your answers. What is your number one game that is named after a city? And then I get the pleasure of choosing who is correct. So, starting with number 10 for me, I had to put it down, and that is cities. Because it's named after all of them, and it made me really happy. Yes.
No.
Yes. So this is a Phil Walker Harding game.
Hold on.
What?
Let's go back to the title slide. Oh. Okay, Wendy got right, named after a city. She gets a pass.
That's true. Games named after cities, and number 10
All
is
of
cities.
them. Okay. So Cities is a Phil Walker Harding game where everyone is drafting different parts of a city. So you have to like put your little board down. You have to put the little houses down. And it's kind of a first come, first serve of whoever gets the best. But everyone's going to get a little piece of everything in the end. So you're basically just racing to see, or not racing, but just trying to steal the best stuff of what's important to you. Yeah, this one's a cute little game. I like this one.
I like how you say stealing. Like, that's how you build a good city. You just steal stuff from others.
Yeah.
I'm going to steal the bean from Chicago, okay?
I want 4 buildings, not 2.
Eric, do you know what the name of that art installation that everyone calls the bean in Chicago?
It's the Cloud Gate.
Yes. Yeah. And apparently the artist behind it does not love it when people call it the bean.
The shiny bean.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But that's all people know it as.
Well, yeah.
All right.
What does it represent? Is there like a deeper meaning behind it?
I think it's supposed to
Probably.
Cloud Gate.
I think it's supposed to reflect the sky and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, Eric, let's move along.
Am
to
I
number
next?
9.
Blinding bean.
So a little bit of recency bias here. My selection is Essen. This is a game from Henry Pika Kusela. It is all about showing a game in Essen. I had to show it because I don't think a lot of people have seen this game. It's a little bit on the old side, and it's sort of out of print, and it's Luda Creations. But anyway, you have a booth. You are trying to you're trying to set up your booth to sell games at Essen, literally at Essen, and you've got all these people that you're trying to attract to your booth, and then there's extra boards that have a currywurst stand and a bathroom, and there's also a influence the reviewers. There's like a video review of vloggers at Essen, and you want to influence them as well. It references all sort of actual local things like local hotels and the U-Bahn subway system, and
Was that
it's
like a fancy
delicious.
candlelight dinner to get
Is
the
there one?
influencers?
Maybe.
I couldn't tell what that picture was. It just looked like
I think
tables.
it's like a streaming platform. It's yeah, they're just like streaming. There's a camera there, and you're showing off your game to people. And anyway, good times, Essen. This was from the first time I was at Essen, so it's got a little bit of a sentimental favor.
When you said there's a little bit of recency bias on this pick, I was like, no, there's not. Oh,
This is an old game, Summerer.
all right. Well, number 8 for me, the old classic Carcassonne, named after a city in France in the Carcassonne region of the Carcassonne Mountains, of the Carcassonne Walls. I don't know.
And every game looks like that at the end of it. Perfect square.
Yes, a perfect square. You certainly don't have one branch that's just like
Right.
20.
And you can't call this game Carcassonne unless it comes from the Carcassonne region of France. If it's any other tile laying game, it's just sparkling tile laying.
Exactly. Eric, controversial pick, controversial moment. Wendy,
Okay.
play with the river or not with the river? Go.
I'm
with the
fine
river.
either way. I'm very mid about it all.
What'd you say, Eric? You prefer the river or not with the river?
I like having the river because it's a nice starting spot. It gets everybody involved in there right away, and once that setup is done, you're all invested in something, and you can sort of push towards something.
I don't know. I think I like it without more. I'll play both ways, but I think,
It feels more free form without.
yeah, maybe that's what it is. Anyway,
We don't want
Carcassonne,
boundaries.
one of the coolest tile-laying games, one of the first ones that makes people say, like, hey, do you like puzzles? Maybe you'll like this game, this nice welcoming game, and then you cut off their city and you steal it from them, and it's awesome. So that's my number 8, Carcassonne.
Oh, it's me.
Yes, so you.
I was all excited. Okay, Mana. I love this game. This is a great Euro game where you are trying to build buildings and rich people want to give you stuff. And so you're like, I'll build really fancy buildings for the rich people. But also, the main way to get points is to keep Serta, who's all about the commoner, and building stuff for them. You want to keep him happy so you can get points. You're like, ooh, I want to build rich stuff. But also, I need to build some basic buildings to, build a good society and keep things rounded about. So, it's a fun one.
It's really neat seeing it like side by side with the actual city layout plan because it looks like that, and it's just kind of fun. It's kind of like
It really does.
it's like in a movie where they say the name of the movie at one point, and they're like, "There's only one thing a shark wants: the deep blue sea." And you're like, yeah, there it is.
That's the name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like this one.
This
This
city.
Yeah, it made my short list because the game feels like it could only exist in Barcelona. It feels like it's really rooted to its location. So good choice.
Yeah.
All right, Eric, you're up with number
Number
6.
6 for me is Cartagena, the classic game of pirate escape, where you're trying to escape from a whole big tunnel. It's a very simple card play and card cycling game where you play a card to move your pirates forward, and you can skip occupied spaces on the board. So if I play a pirate hat and the next pirate hat symbol is occupied, I can skip ahead to the next open pirate hat. So working with that flow is important, but then you also want to break up that flow so that others can't jump farther than you. But the only way to draw cards is to move backward to other clusters of pirates. And that ebb and flow is really interesting because you're maneuvering 6 pirates through this thing. It's been a family favorite forever. It doesn't, I just said I like Wendy's because it's matched to the location. This has almost nothing to do with the location, but it's a really fun game. That's Cartagena.
Look at the side-by-side pictures of what the city looks like and the tunnel.
I mean,
just
the
a
city
tunnel.
matches the same colors as the ponds.
Oh, yeah,
Like
there
the
you go.
Sure.
Gables. Yeah.
Yeah, that nice color scheme there of yellows, blues, and greens.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's a really pretty city. Are all the buildings like that?
That's probably some famous walkway.
It's probably some favorite, right?
Yeah.
But that's really pretty.
It would get old if they all looked like that.
That's true.
No,
Yeah.
I'm in it. I'm all for that.
You just want a storybook village. You want to
I
live in
do.
you want to live in a Hallmark town.
I do so badly.
All right, number 5 here for me, Jaipur. Once again, looks nothing like the city, but there's camels in it, so I assume theme. Jaipur is a fantastic 2-player card collection, and then trading in for sets of resources for sets of victory points and stuff. Great head-to-head little thing. Actually, Carcassonne is like my favorite at 2 players because of that head-to-head nature. So apparently, I like 2-player cities
You just like fighting.
in a
Like this.
city.
In a city.
Yeah.
Also, where's the camels in your city picture? I'm so disappointed.
Couldn't find any.
And where's the panda bear?
Couldn't find any.
It's my favorite part of it.
That's only in the first edition of Jaipur, not in the stupid, nicer second edition. Took out the panda.
All right, number 4 is Teotihuacan. Also looks just like the same city. Eric, see, I did that on purpose. It has pyramids in the middle. This one is a really fun rondelle game where you're moving dice around this rondelle, and the more dice and the higher dice that you have, the more stuff you get to do on each one of the action spaces, and you're building up a cool pyramid and you're moving up tracks. This one is one of my favorite games. Oh, it's so good.
So good.
Nice. Number 3, I'm going to say, is sort of in the middle of our gradient of thematic, not so thematic, for at least for my picks. This is Istanbul. The actual locations get shuffled, so you don't have a lot of geography in this game, but you do have the locations and the sort of iconic spots that you're moving around and trying to make merchant transactions. You're leading your band of assistants around the board. You can only move a couple spaces on a turn, and then you either drop off or pick up an assistant. And so your route planning is really interesting in this game, trying to make sure you can get back home and pick up your people so you can continue to take actions and hopefully not have to do that, all right, everybody, come on home action, which is not nearly as cool. And it's a race to earn these rubies in various ways. You have to figure out how many are going to earn the next ruby. Do I really push in one direction? Do I try and grab something else? Do I spread out a lot? Really neat game. Istanbul, one of my favorites.
That was a good one. I like that one too.
I really like the idea of like going to the fountain in the middle of the market and then just like screaming like your family mascot, O'Doyle rules! And all the O'Doyles like come back to meet at the fountain.
Oh, see, if it were me as a kid, my mom would yell like Tarzan. She'd do the anyway, she did it really well. And that was how I knew as a kid that I had to come running from wherever I was in the theme park because I could hear her.
Okay. Sure.
Yep.
That's what you got to do.
Wendy's mom could yodel like Tarzan.
Real loud.
Really, really loud and really well. Number 2, on the thematic spectrum of things, yeah, baby, it's Vegas. Now, no casino games function like this whatsoever. I would gamble a lot more.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Everybody wins. Everyone ends with money.
Everybody wins. The house sometimes gets like a $20,000 bill here or there, right?
Yeah.
But this is one of the most basic dice chucking, area control, dice placement type of games. So fun. Love the hooks of it. I like all the different editions that have like the weird Vegas casino ripoffs. You know, instead of the flamingo, they have the toucan casino and resort. You know, just all that little type of stuff. So, yeah, I'm a softie for Vegas, and I like this game a lot. So
that's good. All right.
Number 1.
I had a lot of really good options, and I appreciate all your answers. Now, the reason why I picked this game is not because I actually know what it is, because I don't. And that is Walla Walla Rollin' Right. However, the location is such a random, obscure location in the Tri-Cities in Washington State, which is super cool. Also, I've never been there, but I know about it because of a book series I read. And so it just makes me happy that I know about Walla Walla because of the Patricia Briggs, what's the books? I always forget. Mercy Thompson books. Yeah.
That's Mike Kelly. You know that's not a real game, right?
Is that not actually a real game? Oh, I was really hoping. Did you ruin it for me, Mike?
The one right below is pretty dang good, though.
Bruges is fine.
Bruges is great.
I thought that was a real game.
If you're from this beautiful city in France, let me tell you about Walla Walla, Washington, okay?
I know Walla
really
Walla from Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Oh,
yes.
I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've only heard of Walla Walla from the Mercy Thompson book series. Eric and I are people of class and learned it from Bugs Bunny.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Right. You really thought that was real?
Oh, I really did. I thought that was real. I was so excited. I was like, Walla Walla. No one knows about that play.
You've been
apparently
flim-flammed.
Bugs Bunny does. He made it popular. It was all the rage back in the 90s.
All the rage. Yes. Bugs Bunny from the 90s.
All right. Well, now that Mike has ruined all my hope in existence.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Good
Bruges
job,
wins.
Mike.
Good job.
All right. Let's jump to contributors. We'll be back with something just a little bit different.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, we are Ryan and Bethany.
From Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews.
And today we're talking about Vantage, designed by Jamie Stegmaier and published by Stonemaier Games. This is kind of an open-world sandbox-style game. It's fully cooperative. You and your teammates are crash landing on this planet, but your escape pods landed in different parts of the planet, so you're all stranded. You have audio communication where you can talk to each other, but you cannot see each other and see what each other are seeing. So you have to describe things from each other's vantage point. All right, so you have landed on this location. You have actions of what you can do there. You can move around. You can look around. You can engage with the environment. You can help the environment in some way. You can take something from the environment. Maybe you can even use force and overpower the environment in some way. And every location has its own version of those main 6 actions. And of course, you also have the option of moving. You can just kind of move from location to location. The cards kind of act like a grid almost. but you're only going to be able to do one action on each location. All right, so you have a goal overall where you're trying to accomplish some random goal. Each game you play, you're going to have a different goal. It's not a campaign. Each game is its own standalone session, and you are going to work together without actually working together to try to accomplish these goals, moving around on this strange planet and doing actions and figuring things out as you go.
Question for you. Have you ever been in a situation where you have like an exhausted toddler in your life, they're like 2, 3-year-old, and all they want is that purple cup, and you finally give them that purple cup, and then they hit the purple cup because they did not want that purple cup, and you're like, I'm just trying to help you. What do you want? So that's how I felt while I was playing this game. I was trying to do what the game wanted, but obviously I'm not doing it well enough. I didn't want to explore the game. I wanted to solve the game. This is not a solving the game game.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a game where you just kind of are going on an adventure. And if you need a direction to go, if you're trying to think about things in the way that the goals lay them out, you might choose certain actions over other actions, but really, you kind of just do your own thing. And oftentimes, you're kind of forced to do your own thing because you can't find what you need to find in the way that you want to find it at the time of finding it. So it's very much a sandbox game in that way, but it's also audacious and wonderful and brilliant. And extremely impressive, even if some of the plays are a little bit wonky.
Yes, I do admit to that. It is extremely impressive and very well thought out, but definitely not for every gamer. Everybody, this is Ryan and Bethany. If you want to hear more from us, you can find us on YouTube. We are Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews. Until then, we hope you have a happy, healthy breakfast.
Bye everyone.
Guys.
Hello, and welcome back to Retro Board Game Corner. Here I have Batman, the animated series 3D board game, published in 1992 by Parker Brothers. This is a 2 to 4 player game in which you're helping Batman defeat the villains and rescue Robin. Let me set this up and show you how it works. This is what the game board will look like set up, and believe me, it was not easy to build this. First you're going to need to do is shuffle the bases, which have numbers 1, 2, or 3 printed on the bottom. You don't want to look at them as you're inserting the characters on them, and then just place them around the board. On every player's turn, they're going to roll the dice. The number is going to be how many spaces Batman moves up the track. The symbol is going to be what action he gets to take. If you roll the bat symbol and Batman is all the way here at the end of the track, you get to pick any villain and put it in your prize pile. If you roll the batarang, regardless of where Batman is on the track, you get to take one villain and put it in your prize pile. If you rolled the infrared goggles, you get to take a look at the bottom of the score of any villain. If you roll an explosion, instead of moving forward that many spaces, you're going to move back that many spaces, and then one of the villains has escaped and is out of play. After all the villains are off of the board, whoever grabbed the last one will take Robin into his prize pile. Now you're going to look at the numbers at the bottom of the bases, add them up. Whoever has the most points wins the game. Batman the Animated Series ran for 2 seasons from 1992 to 1995. And in my opinion, it is the best animated series in the franchise. It also introduced Harley Quinn to the franchise. Well, that's all the time I have for now. If you have a comment below, or you can X me at Retro Board Gamer. And as always, may your rolls be high.
That was a killer drum solo. Hey, we are doing something a little different on this week's breakfast. Chris is like, hey, Eric, why don't you run a game show? I said, well, okay, let's play a game. And I've had this one sitting on the desk for a little while. This is a new game from Hachette called League of the Lexicon. It is a, let's see.
I was kicked out of that league.
Were you? Oh,
Yeah.
well, you're back in, baby.
Hey! Guest pass.
The quiz game about words and language. It has a quote from Stephen Fry, who's, famous British person. A logophile's dream. It's a triumph. So this actually was pretty big in the UK, but this has now been released in the US. They had to go through all of these cards, and I'll show you how many there are in just a second, to make it US centric. So this is the US version of this game, and it's all about words. We're going to play a quiz game, and we're going to pit Chris against Wendy and see who survives.
It's about time.
Wendy, you are Webster, a member of the League.
Oh, I am the
Chris.
dictionary.
You are, and Chris
Sounds
is
loud.
Mr. Thesaurus. He's Roger. And these little
dapper.
symbols on the bottom are what you're trying to, in the game, trying to collect. We're going to do a little bit simpler scoring here. We're just going to see who does the best out of 5 questions in this game. This is a quiz game, sort of Trivial Pursuity. It comes with 2 different sets of cards. I'm going to show you the ticklish cards. This is the stack of ticklish cards. We're going to begin with the ticklish questions because those are the easy ones. But this one doesn't expect you to stay on the ticklish level for long because this is how many tricksy questions they have in the box. Look at that.
Whew, that's tricksy.
That's the stack of tricksy. So 5 questions each, and you get to start with the ticklish questions, and then we'll move on to the tricksy questions. Here are your categories. Okay. You can choose to do the Lexicon Master, which is synonyms, antonyms, categories, and compounds. Meaning and More, which is definitions, odd ones out, and archaic words. Usage and Abusage, mistaken identity, grammar, and the devilish spelling bee. You can choose Word Sauce, which is origin stories of words and phrases, or Wordly Wisdom, which is a potpourri of linguistic trivia. Wendy, you get to go first with a ticklish question. Would you like Lexicon Master, Meaning and More, Usage and Abusage, Word Sauce, or Wordly Wisdom?
Wordly wisdom. Let's do
Wordly
it.
Wisdom it is. Player challenge. Say the following 5 times without error. How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? Would you
How
like me to type that into the chat?
How can am I normally allowed to be able to see it? Is that why?
Yeah, usually.
Okay.
Let me see if I can tap this into the chat really quickly. I was
Oh.
afraid you were going to choose this one.
I actually really enjoy doing tongue twister, so this is perfect. I'm so excited about the clam in the can getting crammed into spam.
I think that counts as a failed attempt.
All right, 5 times in a row whenever you're ready.
Oh, are we scrolled down?
It's
okay.
right there.
How can a clam cram in a clean cream can?
1.
How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How
2.
can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam... Nope, I already found it.
Yes.
How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can?
What do you think? Are we going to give it to her, or was that a fail?
No, that was a fail.
All right. Chris, do you want the categories again? Which one do you want to choose?
I want that first category, the one about words.
Lexicons?
Lexicon Master.
Yes, that's the one.
Name 7 words with a similar meaning to beautiful.
Oh, English, I assume.
Yes.
Let's see. Lovely, pretty, and you said words, right? Not phrases.
Yeah.
Beautiful, pretty.
You said lovely, pretty.
resplendent,
Yep.
Gorgeous.
You got this.
Yes.
Just look at me and be inspired. How would you describe me today?
Let's see.
He's speechless.
Yeah, I'm out to keep this moving. I don't know
Okay.
why I'm-
These are the easy questions. Oh, they give you a list. Answers might include alluring, attractive, charming, cute, dazzling, delightful, elegant, exquisite, glamorous, gorgeous, graceful, handsome, hot, irresistible, pretty, ravishing, stunning. Didn't get any of those.
Ravishing.
All right,
Average, yeah.
That's fine.
Stunning.
these are the easy questions. Wendy, which category would you like?
I want to try one of those. Give me a Alexa Master.
Lexicon Master.
Yeah.
What is the opposite of pugnacious? Friendly, beautiful, modest, or educated?
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Nope, friendly. Pugnacious
Aw.
means inclined to fight or quarrel, belligerent and combative, as in she went into the office in a pugnacious mood.
I like this word.
Okay.
Makes me think of pugs,
Pugnacious.
which I also hate. So,
All right, so the goal at this point is to get a point. So, Chris,
I just thought
which
that was very
category would you like?
let's do the potpourri, please.
The potpourri. This is wordly wisdom. Algebra, algorithm, alcohol, Allah. What is this common al? Is it all, hence universal? Is it B, alquis locutar, al, Latin for someone will speak? Is it C, al, Arabic for the? Or D, is it all, Sanskrit for wise? These are the easy questions.
I'm so scared.
Yeah, who's Stephen Fry, famous British man? Apparently, he gave his stamp of approval way too early. I'm going to go with Arabic, meaning the.
And that's correct. Alchemy,
Algebra?
elixir, alfalfa, albatross, alkali, and alcove are other English words beginning with the same element. Arabic for the.
I'm just
So,
gonna
Chris,
start
you're going to get a
saying
point.
Yeah, the Cahal.
Yes.
The Cahal.
Can I get you
So
a
the way
the
that they
Cahal
give
instead?
points in this is that you get an item. You just earned Alexander Pushkin's Stradivarius. It's a
way.
violin. That's yours, Chris.
Is
And
this
so
the first
in the
one that we
game,
finished?
Yeah.
have you played this game?
No.
No. So you're actually matching the little symbol. So Chris would be, if we were playing full scoring, would be one step closer to victory because you got the matching symbol. If you get non-matching symbols, you can use them to like get extra turns and trade them in, stuff like that.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, Wendy,
Oh, I'm so ready.
let's get on the board. Do you want lexicon master, meaning and more, usage and abusage, word sauce, wordly wisdom?
Word sauce, baby.
Word sauce. All right.
Sounds
Which
so attractive.
Which word isn't named after a god? Aphrodisiac, Atlas, Adonis, ammonia.
Ammonia.
Adonis.
Oh.
In Greek mythology, Adonis was a young man renowned for his beauty. Aphrodisiac is named after the goddess Aphrodite, Atlas after the Titan god condemned by Zeus, and ammonia after the Egyptian god Amun.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
I didn't know that.
See, we're learning
Weird.
here.
This is so educational. This is almost as educational as Nickelodeon. Getting close.
All right, Chris,
Getting close to that
last
Walla
easy
Walla
question
territory.
for you. Which would you like?
What was the fifth category? The one right before potpourri.
So there's only 5 categories.
What was the fourth
word
category?
sauce is the 4th category. That was
what I
origin
just did.
stories of words and phrases.
Yeah, give me the sauce.
Here comes the sauce.
The spicy sauce.
Pretzel, statistics, and kindergarten are borrowed from what language? Spanish, Arabic, German, or Latin?
This is awesome. You got the stupid one about ammonia. German. I just came from the land of pretzels, baby.
It's that was a softball. Yes, it's German. Although Old German and Old English are very similar, the second grew apart with the influence of Romance languages. Nevertheless, many English words share the same origins as German. All right. Chris is in the lead with 2. In fact,
Yes,
Chris
but
just
you
earned.
know what I know how to say. How can a clam cram in a clean cream can?
See? You got Li Qingzhao's jade scent bottle. Look at that, Chris.
Oh,
Treasure it.
not a jade
Treasure it.
scent bottle, Chris.
Finally.
All right. I think we're just going to do a finale and go for one question each from the Trixie category
yeah.
and just see
Oh,
how
let's
we
make
do.
this happen.
These are going to be worth, I'm going to say these are worth 3 points. So,
Oh my
I love
gosh.
it.
Wendy,
I love it.
if you win this and Chris doesn't, you're going to win the game. Because
Secretly
we're all
pull
about
from
game
the other
balance here.
card deck and just don't show it on camera.
Eric pulls up another one. Yeah, that's just like samurai has origins in what language?
Same categories here. It's the lexicon master, meaning and more, usage and abusage, word sauce, and wordly wisdom.
What is a category we've not done yet? Is it usage and abusage?
I don't think we've done usage and abusage.
Okay, let's make it happen. This
Here we
is the
go.
spelling one. I can't spell.
These are the spicy questions.
Oh boy. All right, this is a spelling question. Spell acapella. As in, you're one of the a cappella girls, I'm one of those a cappella boys, and we're going to have a children. That is a quote from Pitch Perfect 2012. Wendy, spell a cappella.
ACCAPELLA?
No, I'm
Close,
sorry.
but
It's
not quite.
ACAPPELLA.
It's the double P's.
Now, do they
It's
have
a period. Yeah.
I was gonna say, do they have a space in there? Or
Oh, I should have
not?
known
That's the
that.
debate.
Yeah. I had to like look at it.
All right, Chris.
Is there a category?
You've
we
got
haven't
the
done yet?
victory. We're just going for the victory lap at this point. Which category
Just
do you
rub it
want for
in.
your victory lap?
Is there? Have we done the second category yet?
The meaning and more? Maybe, but you can choose it if you want.
Yeah, let's do meaning and more.
All right. What does edulcorated? No, hang on. Edulcorated. 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 Is it slow-witted? Is it sweetened? Is it presenting a rosy picture? Or is it corrupted?
Edulcorated.
Edulcorated.
Run the options by me one more time.
Slow-witted, sweetened, presenting a rosy picture, or corrupted?
Edulcorated. I'm gonna go with A, the first answer that I already forgot what the
I'm
word
going to go
was.
for C, rosy picture.
Okay. Oh, going for the steal. I like it. It
Slow-
didn't work because the answer is sweetened.
It's sweet.
Foods that have been
Aw.
sweetened are edulcorated, but people are bad news. But people and bad news can be edulcorated also if they are made less harsh and more accessible. Well, cool. I've
That's not a
learned a
real
new word. So that is League of the Lexicon. Chris, you get the victory lap.
Woo!
With this is a tough game. This is really hard.
Wow. Yeah.
But we all learned something.
We did all learn
we did.
something.
we did.
Eric, based on
I
these
feel more
initial-
educated.
Edulcorated.
so sweet. Yeah, I prefer the word tergiversate. Did I say that right? Yeah, tergiversate, which means to avoid the question. It's kind of what, like it's the old joke of like, how do politicians answer questions? They don't. They tergiversate. They bend and they wiggle all the way around. It's like that meme from Regular Show where the guy's handing out the pamphlets and like the guy walks by and like limbo's right underneath the pamphlet. Like, yeah, it's a good meme. That'll get you some good mileage.
Yay.
Eric, your initial impressions of what was the name of that game? League of Lexicon?
League of the Lexicon. This has a very specific audience. You need to be a word nerd and all about if you're one of those people who corrects the grammar when you're reading books and you're like, oh no, this author shouldn't have used this word, or you're all about etymology of words and you're a stickler for detail, I think this would be a lot of fun. But you need to be. This is a book club game. When you're going to be pedantic about the language while you're sipping wine at a book club, I think.
I feel like we need this for our daughter.
Why?
She just likes to be pedantic.
She is.
I mean, there
She
are
loves
all those
reading.
ticklish questions. There's still a lot of ticklish questions in here, and I think we did better with those.
Yeah,
But those
yeah.
tricksy ones are hard.
This is the real question. Is my guest pass revoked or am I like fully back in the league?
I think you're
of-
still in the society because you brought cookies.
Ooh.
I brought cookies?
That's news to me, but we'll allow
sweet.
it. Yes, you just claim the package of Oreos is already on the Legal Lexicon's
Yeah.
coffee table.
Yeah, I
Those
brought
are
those.
from me. Jim's like, I brought those. I was like, no, you didn't.
No, you brought the other
Prove
Oreos.
it.
You brought the golden ones that no one likes, Jim.
Yeah. How could you, Jim? You're the worst.
All right. Well, Eric, thanks for showing us League of Lexicon, letting me know that I can avoid picking that one up, as I don't have a wine and cheese book club where pedants correct the grammar of Michael Crichton.
No, he's perfect. Practically. In every way.
I also think wine and cheese book clubs are probably not reading Michael Crichton.
They might be. You never know.
Maybe.
Oh. All right. Well, thanks for joining us today, everyone. I'm Wendy Yi.
I am Chris Yi.
And I'm Eric Summerer, and I think it froze at just that moment.
Oh, well, we see
we
and
can
hear
see
you just
you.
fine. Yeah.
We were
but-
wiggling all around.
Yeah, our reassurances are falling upon deaf ears. Eric is staring into the void, confused and worried. Oh, now he's pointing into the void. We're going to let Eric loose here. Folks,
And
join
I'm
us
Eric
for the rest
Summer.
of the week of great live streaming and stuff as well. Top 10 list, what's happening stuff tomorrow.
And more shout-outs.
More shout-outs. So, take care, folks.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us for that video. If you haven't yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hey, make sure you check out what's happening, where I'll cover an app on an iOS or a Switch device, and you can check it out along with me. Thanks very much. You've been watching The Dice Tower.